Hello, this is David Dean, and just wanted to do a video to help out people who are starting off in the game and who are currently in Stonewood about how to level up your character and what you should be filling in for your skill tree to help you get through the game a little bit faster and easier. I have done videos on this in the past, but the more I play the game, the more I learn about it, and the more helpful information I feel I can get out there to people. And first of all, this is your commander level right here, which mine right now is 15. Early in the game, it's kind of easy to get a little bit higher than the missions you are currently doing. But basically, this entire home base power is based off of two key things. Your skill points that you have spent in your skill tree, which we will get to in a second, and your survivor squad. And your survivor squad, this is your home base score of 15, but what you're really doing is increasing these four stats through your survivor squad, and it just depends on what points you're putting where, how you play the game. On my last account, it was a no cash account. I knew I wanted to focus on traps and ability damage, and so I focused on the tech score. So I got the tech score extremely high, very fast, allowing my teddies on the Outlander or the grenades on the soldiers, and even the special abilities for the constructors, whether it's plasma pulse or electric floors, doing more damage. Most people, though, go offense, which is your weapons. That is your guns, that is your swords, all that good stuff. And then the other two are your defensive side. Resistance is your shield. Fortitude is your health. Since husks can't affect your health until they beat through your shield, I usually put more towards resistance first. But getting into here and just show you the effect of it, like here with the offense, I am at level 15. I clear it out and I drop down to level 14 right away. So that is the key thing. And what you're looking for here up at the top, Fire Team Alpha, you got this little target. You want to make sure you're using a lead survivor that has that target, and it'll be lit up. And then over here, what you want to try to do is match the personality, which is this strange square with two triangles around it. And if all possible, put those in there because you do get a bonus for that. And right now, most of these low level ones I am going to be transforming, and I will show you that in a bit. So I'm going to be transforming her. So the rest of these, since I don't have any that match the personality and not any that even match the gadget really, I'm just going to put in the highest level ones I have. Later on in the game, you can get more specific about what you put in here, so you're matching up the set bonus and get a lot more damage out of that, and I will hit that more on future videos. But for unlocking these, they are unlocked in your skill tree, and all you gotta do is click on it and it will show this is where I need to go to unlock it. And this is the skill tree I am currently working on, the first one, and I'll be hopping over just to show you the path to that. But on my skill tree, and this is from daily skill points, all you got to do is log on and come to the skill tree, collect your skill points, and you get points for this. Not for doing missions or anything else. All it is a time thing for logging in. And the way I do it, like this time I wanted more weapon damage, so I went straight across on weapon damage and then grabbed the survivor slot. Same thing here in tech, and then I did resistance. And now I'm doing the same thing in health. As soon as I get enough points, I will fill that up. And here's your point counter. And over here just tells you the description. And the points you put in here, once again, helps increase your commander level. And early on, you're only going to be able to do the first 4 of these. And then later on, once you get up into higher zones, you can start filling out the other 4. But just hitting that fast. And the other half of this, as I was stating, is your skill points. Go down here, research tree 1. That is the one we were just at and I was talking about. And then you have this skill tree. This one gets a little bit confusing. At first, it's a straight shot. You have no choices. until right here where you could pick up an extra fortitude or an extra offense. I didn't bother with those, at least not yet, because I wanted to get down here. And to me, my priority is picking up those survivor slots. So I hit this one, and then I have to go through this one to get the top one, and then did the same thing down below. And then afterwards, I am this time in the game using defenders in my storm shield defenses and in missions more. So this one gives me my defender slot. This is actually pretty important, allows recycling, retirement, and collection of schematics, survivors, defenders, a bunch of stuff. Doing this, the recycling and the retirement, allows you to get experience for things you do not want, to put that experience towards things you are going to be using. So very important, grabbing this one as your first hero gadget as a heal. And then, for those not familiar, unlock support operative slot in hero squad. This one is huge to get as soon as possible. Hopping over heroes, this is what it unlocks. And this, as you can see over here, slot a hero gives 20% of their health, shield, and hero ability damage stat to the primary hero. So this guy gets 20% more health, more shield, and ability damage, which is great. Like on this guy, he focuses on doing teddy bear damage. And so that just really increases his damage output. And then we will get the second one when we go back to the tree. And this is what I am working on right now. When you get to here, you can't unlock this one until you spend 30 points in the tree. So I went ahead and finished my path up to it. Once again, recycling and retirement. And then here, another defender. And the other important part of this tree, heading up here, at least it is to me, this one right here, the maximum upgrade level of structures that can be built. So this allows me to take my tier 1 structures that I build out of wood, stone, metal, and put them to a second tier, making them much, much stronger and harder for the husks to beat their way through it. And once I finish out this area down here, which I'll talk about in a second, I will finish this one up to get one more survivor here, and then get it to tier 3 materials. But down here, as I said, you got to get 30, which I recently hit, and I've been saving up my skill points to do this video. Allows evolution of survivors to 2-star level. As I said, your survivors are key to getting up this home base score. So now you can get those so you can 2-star them and be leveling them up higher, giving you a higher score, and more tech damage, more offense damage, more resistance, more health. And then also you got to do the same thing for the lead survivors, which is great. Once again, we have another, well, actually this first one allows transformation of survivors. This is another critical thing for getting your survivors up. And I mentioned it, I was going to be transforming the lower green and gray survivors. And we are going to show you that after we unlock this and get to the other screen. And then over here, transformation of weapons. Rather important. You also increase your harvesting tool, which just allows you to bash everything a lot faster, which is critical. And then this one is that other slot. Unlocks the tactical operative slot in the hero squad. So we will go ahead and slot that. I'm going to hop back just to show you here. You look at the health. 1800 over here, 10. So we will go ahead. I don't have a hero with a good tactical ability, but just putting this in here, now I got 3,000 more health and 100, almost 200 more shielding. So yeah, just making that my hero much more survivable in the game, and plus it will get that ability damage. Getting down to here, ability damage. My ability damage is now at plus 64%. That and hero ability damage is at 307%. And actually, this one, I am using the Shuriken Master, which increases all ability damage by 10%. That kind of throws off my score. Let's put that in there. And ignore what I said about this one ability damage. We care about the hero ability damage. So it's at 267 with this hero for just the normal increase. But since this one has an additional increase, we get it up to 307, even though it's a lower level rarity. And I got really lucky getting that one. But hopping back over into the skills so we can finish off that part of this. I have 5 points left over. I'm going to hold off for right now on the transformation on this. And a lot of people love the expedition ones. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I play Outlanders a lot and do a lot of gathering. So it's not all that critical. What I really want to do is get from here over to here. So we're just going to take the shortest path. We'll get a +3 towards tech. And let's see, clubs and hardware gain a secondary heavy attack. Not a big deal right now, but getting another survivor is. And then now I can do everything up to tier 3 materials. And now I will focus on what hero I want to play as far as class, soldier, outlander, ninja, constructor. Which one do I want to be able to 2-star first, which is huge to get more of that hero's abilities unlocked in the game. Right now I am playing a lot with Outlanders, and this is the last survivor, I believe, on this screen. So by going this path here to work my way to the Outlander, I will also pick up the survivor, basically getting 2 birds with 1 stone, and we will start that path by picking up 1 more tech. And then I'll just keep working it across as I progress in the game. Alright, we got transformation now. This is finally unlocked. Everybody should have this one. Survivor Transformation Schematic Rare. And this, you got permanent keys and consumable ones. I don't have any consumable. I can't even say the word. And then the permanent key. So this one you will always have. You can use it again and again and again. And the reason I want to do this with my survivors, right now if I retire this survivor, I will get the 400 experience points, but I will not get any training manuals. And I need training manuals to level up my survivors. So we will go ahead, fill this up with 5 of these guys, and what that will give me is a rare survivor. I get the same amount of survivor XP, 2000 XP, that I would get if I retired these individually, but since I'm transforming them, I'm getting that 2000 plus a rare survivor schematic. So go ahead and hit that, and let's see, continue. And now, if I go back to Armory, Survivors, we have our new guy here. And if I decide, whoops, hit the wrong button, to retire him, I get an additional 750 Survivor experience on top of the 2,000 I already had from transforming the green ones. And then I get a training manual on top of that, which is great, because I want to be over here leveling up certain survivors, and to do that, to do the different stars, I'm going to need the training manuals. So do I got enough to level? Just completed a quest. Yay! 400 more experience. Outstanding. But since this is my only legendary, he is the one I know I'm probably going to keep for the rest of the game. So we will go ahead with survivor points, level him up. When you evolve him, you need pure drops of rain, but you also need the training manuals. And as you can see, currently I have 5 of them, and I need 3. So right now I could level this one, up to the next star level, but I couldn't level up a second one until I got some more training manuals, which I can do by transforming more of the low level ones. And that just put me up to level 16, which is great. And that's it. That's basically it for leveling up in Stonewood, what I'm spending in my skill trees, and where I'm focusing on my survivor squad. Just to let you know, for loot, there is so many things in the store I want right now. And for the gold, I don't have hardly anything, and it comes really slow in Stonewood. But what I have gotten, I kind of hate it because I want this legendary wall launcher so much. And I also want Ragnarok and the Urban Assault and the Hydra. But to me, the most important thing for long time over the game is to get that one legendary survivor I have. And then I went and bought 2 epic survivors. So that was the #1 priority to me for the seasonal gold, is to get the survivors that I could out of the store. And now I will go back and try to get the other things I would like. So there you go. Give me your questions, your comments, what you think I did right, what you think I did wrong. And yes, I also had people asking me about, I did spend money on this account. On my last account, I did the entire game, completed it out with never spending a dime on the game. I used a friend code to start it and got through it. No issue, no problem. To play this game, to have fun at it and get all the way through it, you do not need to spend a dime. I am doing videos where I am going to be highlighting in the Storm Shield defenses as many different heroes and as many different weapons in the game as possible. And so in order to be able to do that, I went ahead and spent some V-Bucks just so I could have a greater variety of heroes. So there you go. Have a great day. Take care and have fun.